This is superb. 4 inches of frontal armour, a fully welded construction, and a high-velocity anti-aircraft gun as main armament. This is the tank of the future.
The British Army will be unstoppable with this wonder weapon. Probably. But more importantly, we'll get promotions. Goodbye, Harry Atkins, Junior Tank Designer. Hello, Harry Atkins, Senior Tank Designer.
But what do we call this tank? Yeah, it's got to be fierce and British.
The Lion.
Oh, I like that. Yeah, I'm definitely on board with the feline vibe.
Are you the tank designers?
Yes?
Bravo! What's that?
Oh, it's a heavy tank I'm working on, sir. I'm calling it the Tiger.
The Lion.
Yes, the Lion.
I see. So, you're the ideas man, and you're fired. Get out of here, shorty. Now, I've been sent here to ensure that we get a new world-beating tank into production. War in Europe is on the horizon.
Well, yes, that Hitler chap has been doing a lot of annexing recently. I'm sure we need a lot of brilliant vehicles designing, which is why I've designed...
Hitler? No, it's Stalin we're worried about. Yes, the PM has assured us that Hitler is no longer a threat. He just wanted an extension to his living room or something, so the PM recommended he deal with the Poles. Yes, apparently they did a lovely job on his annex last year.
Living room, sir? Annex? Poles?
Ah, yes, I see how over the telephone to the Bosch that message could be misleading. Well, don't panic. Germany can't build tanks under the Versailles Treaty. We're quite safe. And even if they did have a few light tractors knocking around, Hitler couldn't get into our college. I don't think he'll manage France.
Oh, yes. Bravo, sir.
Getting back on tracks, why don't you talk me through this little doodle?
Well, sir, it's not that little. It's actually a heavy tank weighing in at, 50 tons.
50 tons? Do we even have that much steel? No rotting Russian-made bridge is gonna hold that kind of weight.
Oh, it's okay, sir. That's why it's 12 foot wide to spread the ground pressure.
Christ, it's wider than the Gasset on Hermann Goering's underpants, and about twice as covered in shit. What is that stuff?
Ooh, that. Zimmer something or other. The other chap came up with it. Something about magnetic mines. I thought it made the tank look all wibbly-wobbly. I didn't like it either.
Get rid of it. Let's start again.
What? All of it, sir?
Go on, rub it out.
Oh, certainly, sir. Right away.
Now, this new tank can't be too wide, you see. Let's make it exactly 8 foot and 9 inches. Yes, any wider than that, and you get into a logistical nightmare with railway tunnels and transit tracks.
Excellent choice, sir. And how long would you like it?
Well, I imagine any future conflict will be much like the last, so this tank needs to be able to cross big Bolshevik trenches. So very long, I imagine. No, it's...
Too long.
Not long enough.
Not long enough. Exactly what I was thinking. It needs to be... longer?
Yep, that should do it. How long's that?
I'd say roughly 24 foot 11 inches, sir.
That sounds like a very big target. Yes, probably going to draw a lot of fire. What kind of anti-tank weaponry do the Ruskies have?
I don't know. Dogs strapped with mines? Anti-tank rifles? Oh, Litvinov cocktails?
I think 1 inch of armoured plate ought to cover it. Yes, say over 25 feet. That's a lot of materials. I'm not sure the budget can cover all this ambition and opulence.
What if we riveted the armour together? It's much better than welding or casting.
You mean it's cheaper?
Exactly. The only downside is they do tend to start pinging around all over the shop if the tank gets hit, which I imagine is awfully dangerous.
More pieces to take out the enemy. Yes, it's the perfect infantry support vehicle. You send it in, it blows up, kills a bunch of communists.
No infantry's going to want to go anywhere near this.
That's a point, you know. Yes, if there's one thing Stalin's got, aside from a taste for severe agricultural reform, it's men. Why the Red Army's so big, he's culling them off himself. We send our tank in, and it'll be overwhelmed and surrounded by heavily armed, well-fed Russian factory workers before you can say balaclava. Yes, we need lots of guns.
But how many guns can we fit in a single turret?
Not enough. That's it, I've got it. 2 turrets.
What about 3 turrets, sir?
Superb thinking. all with machine guns. That'll even up the score. That's us 3-1 up to the standard Bolshoi tractor. Yes, this thing's a battleship of the battlefield.
No main gun, sir. That's how we ended up with the Matilda 1.
I love the Matilda 1.
Oh, yes, the flawless vehicle, sir.
But you're right, it's not perfect. Give this tank a cannon big enough to look convincing and kill requisition tractors. I think a 2-pounder ought to do it.
But what about a 3-pounder, sir?
Good grief, Atkins. You'll go far in this business. But that only leaves the 2 machine guns there for holding back the thick red line. Yes, doesn't seem like enough to me.
What about another turret, sir? We could put this one on the back.
Bully idea! Yes, you never know where those sneaky Bolsheviks are gonna come from. Yes, in fact, add a 5th one for good measure that can elevate. Yes, in case they try and sneak up on us from above.
Oh, jolly good show, sir. That'll stop the Red Air Force. As would another turret.
What the hell are you on about, man? 6 turrets is completely wrong. It's disgusting.
Quite right, sir. Bad move.
Now, I want each turret to move independently. Yeah, hang on, I've just come up with a cracking name.
Right, looks like we'll need 8 men to crew it. It's basically an armoured personnel carrier.
Well, we've got a crippling shortage of trucks, so that's perfect. Yeah, the independent can act independently of the infantry.
We could sell it to logistics. It's basically a transport vehicle taking men to the front. Oh, we could even include room for a stretcher in the side so it can bring them back as well.
Right, so what we've got is a 25-foot-long tank with enough armour to stop a dog with an anti-tank rifle and an alcoholic beverage, with enough machine guns to exhaust Britain's ammunition supply in 40 minutes, packed full of bodies and rivets.
That sounds excellent, sir.
It's rubbish! No, start again!
Oh, rubbish, rubbish. Don't worry, sir. We'll get there. Let's start again.
So what have we got this time?
Well, it's the same again.
What?
Hang on, this does look very familiar. I think my father designed the exact same thing in the 20s.
Well, we can't be wrong 3 times. No. Senior tank designer Atkins. Take this design down to the chaps at Vickers. We're building it. There's a good chap. Go on. I take it myself, but I had a dodgy vasectomy earlier today. Bloody crippled me. Yes. It's time for an advert now. Nurse, prepare the suction. I'm making the initial incision.
But doctor, don't you think you should...
Quiet now, nurse. I think I know what I'm doing. I'm a fully trained surgeon, after all. Shit.
Doctor, your bit have lopped his cock right off.
Yes, I can see that, thank you, nurse. Well, he came in for a vasectomy, didn't he? And he's got one. God, that's not my fault he's so hairy down there. I mean, I could fall in love with an orangutan in that. It blunt my scissors. I'm a surgeon, not a vet, for God's sake.
But doctor, I was only going to suggest that you might like to use the lawnmower 3.0 on his pubic thatch.
That would have been a bit heavy duty, wouldn't it, nurse? I mean, he is heavily sedated, I suppose. But I just worry that a lawnmower would leave lacerations on the torso of the patient. But then look how this turned out.
No, doctor, the lawnmower 3.0 from Manscaped.
Get that penis off the floor and into a bin, for God's sake. It's a tripping hazard. We'll have a lawsuit on our hands.
Doctor, I really think you should take a look at the all-in-one performance package kit from Manscaped. It could really help you avoid similar mishaps in the future.
Nurse, I am a fully qualified surgeon. You can't afford to make mistakes in this business, or his business.
But doctor, using the weed whacker from Manscaped would have avoided you cutting that old lady's nose off the other week. And let's not get into the fingers and toes pandemic.
Yes, the bin is rather overflowing.
Luckily, Manscaped also have the Shears Luxury Nail Kit, so less of your patients will lose their phalanges.
They're what?
They're pointy bits, doctor.
Ah, yes, I knew that, yes. Sorry, nurse, I'm finding it hard to concentrate. All this blood and gore has got me all hot and bothered. It's an absolute mess down there.
Well, doctor, if your undercarriage is getting a bit damp, might I suggest the Crop Reviver and Preserver to moisturise and deodorise your knackers? Just what the doctor ordered.
Not mine, no, the patient's. It's like the Battle of the Sun down there. It's all blood and hair.
Might I suggest that the patient go to uk.manscaped.com and use the coupon code SQUIRE to get free international shipping? 20% off his order, and 2 free gifts. Then, once he's been discharged, he can take his belonging in the free shed travel bag with him, along with all the fantastic tools he'll have received from Manscaped.
Very good idea, nurse, although what he really needs is this gaping wound in his groin dressing.
Well, the other free gift he'll receive are the anti-chafing boxers, which should at least soothe the irritation from his raw penile nub.
Excellent! Well then we're all done then. Ah, God bless the NHS. Makes you proud to be a part of it all.